I am here with Michelle Patterson, who is not only someone I consider a dear friend, but just an all-around dynamic woman. I mean, Michelle, your accolades: visionary, entrepreneur, author, and then she took on this amazing task of taking over the California Women's Conference for Maria Shriver. Thank you so much for being at the very first Power Up series for Power Beauty Living.
I would not have missed it. I was going to keep adding to the list. It's like mom, soccer driver.
Fabulous.
It's like,
champagne drinker.
I was getting tired listening to the list.
Well, I don't want to wear you out
I
for
know.
how fabulous you are.
Well, speaking of fabulous, I am so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
I love how you're visionary, but you execute. You get in there and it's like, okay, let's make this happen. And I love it. It was like a call, boom, we're doing this, and let's go for it.
And here we are. We're at our very first Power Up series in Los Angeles, sold out. And I'm really excited because tonight you're going to talk about 3 of your top tips to powering up your business. So can you give our viewers who don't get to be at the event tonight, some insight on what you think women should really look to when it comes to really powering up their business and taking it to the next level?
Absolutely. So one of the things that we look at, and we do this for the California Women's Conference and for Women Network, is the 5 to Thrive. So what that is, there's 50 years of study that was done by Gallup, and what they came up with was, what leads to this like amazing life? And it was these 5 areas. So it dealt with career, how you're spending your time; physical is just having the energy to do the things you want to do; financial, having the means to do the things that you want to do, which interestingly enough, once you covered the financial piece of covering the things that you needed, your necessities, the happiness meter did not jump off the chart. The people that were making the millions. And then you have social. It's the relationships
Very
that
important.
you have. And the other piece, which was interesting, was community. It's that feeling of purpose and giving back, and how are you participating? And that's what's been really, really exciting. So those 5 areas, missing one of those areas, really it was, okay, how do we go back in and make sure that we've got all those 5 areas covered? And they vary in different degrees.
So what's something that you do on a daily basis? I'm really big about creating a daily ritual, so that way you can empower yourself and you're not so dependent on outside validation for other people to tell you, you're doing a great job, you can do it, you look great. What do you do every day that you would coin as Michelle Patterson's daily practice?
So there's a couple things, one of which is just being grateful. I think starting out the day and just knowing it's like, wow, I get to live this life, constantly being in that feeling of just being thankful. And so starting the day like that. The other thing is oftentimes we'll go in and we think that we have to be everything to everybody and have it completely figured out, and we don't. So it's being able to go ahead and take 20 minutes in the morning, even if it's 15 minutes, but just what is it that I want to have happen? And so for me, when I go into my meetings, when I'm having, a dinner date, what is it that I want the outcome, to be? How is it that I want that person to be feeling, and also for myself? And, am I attentive? Or my kids will say, Mom, you're in your phone, so let's put the phone aside. Let's not be in the prayer position, but really being there for my family. So that's a big thing is really being present.
Being mindful. I think a lot of us forget that if we just stop, take a breath, and then become very aware of our present moment and start becoming mindful of our actions and our thoughts and really setting that clear intention, it makes all the difference in
really
those dinner
does.
dates and just getting through your day. So, well, tell us what's next for you, because you've just got so much on your plate, but what's like the next amazing thing that's coming from you?
So, well, it's coming for you too.
Oh, great. I love
So
this. Tell
Women
me.
Network, I think that's what's so exciting is we're building the largest community for women in the world. And
Amazing.
tying in, and that's what's so exciting too, is how can women support other women? How can we focus on being able to be there for each other? And it's just like this. I wouldn't think of any other place. I mean, we've become dear friends, but it's how do we show it for each other? And recognizing you're not alone and you are part of a larger community. And we were speaking earlier, and the mindset is, again, what would happen if you had these resources and these tools? And the neat thing is that's why that conference was started by Governor George Duke-Machen. We're in our 30th year, the California Women's Conference, but it was started to give women resources and tools to be successful. And so what's happening now is we're just continuing that and putting it literally in every single state, countries all over the world, and spotlighting amazing, amazing leaders and women that are doing incredible things. And you're that person.
Well, thank you. And thank you again so much for being a part of the Power Up series. I'm so excited, and cheers to the launch of
I know,
this.
look what I got handed. This is wonderful.
This is how we roll. Come on.
I love it.
See you at the next one.
Thank you.